All right, we're going to do a quick read from FanDuel. If you have a winning ticket from tonight's Cavs Magic game, or you bet on any of the NBA games going on tonight, make sure you send it in to us so we can feature it on the show, because we are an official sportsbook partner of FanDuel. Right now, new customers on FanDuel get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. That's $150 if your team wins. You can bet on all your favorite NBA players and teams with quick bets, same game parlays that change with the live updated stats, exclusive props, and so much more. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and shoot your shot. FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NBA.
Mike, before you put the next topic, let me just say to fans right now, there are thousands of you watching the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show live with us at 12:05 in the afternoon. There are many more of you that are watching this later today or tomorrow or maybe next week. All of you have made the wise decision to shut off old media radio and put on new media, YouTube, and watch this show that we love to bring to you. We don't waste 20 minutes of every hour with commercials.
Nope.
We give you nothing but content the entire show. So what we ask in return is not much. Please, on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, click on it, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell so you get alerts every time we do a show, from all our extra UCSS shows to the original, this show. Get those alerts, and please subscribe. It costs you zero money. Please do it. Thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
So the Cavs are back in action tonight, take on the Orlando Magic. And whether you're going to the game, whether you're watching via Bally's, watching via somehow other stream, whatever you may want to call it, the Cavs are back. And I saw a report over the weekend. The Orlando Magic actually tweeted out this report because their local TV numbers are through the roof this season. On the flip side, there are some local markets that are not doing very well in the TV ratings. Steve, you can take this graphic full. The Blazers from last year to this year are down almost 50% in local TV viewership. That makes sense. They're terrible, and they traded away Dame Lillard. The Nets, also an objective dumpster fire in Brooklyn. Their TV ratings are down. The Wizards are a comical joke each night they play. No wonder no one's watching. But the Cleveland Cavaliers are second in the Eastern Conference. They're 36-17, and their local TV viewership is down 16% from this time last year. Why do you think so?
Go ahead, G. You got a thought on this?
Because look, you know, the Cavs used to come on local packaging and local plans for free, and with your Fox Sports Ohio forever, and it just used to be on. You could get it on your stream. You could get it on DirecTV. You could get it on your regular, whether you use Spectrum or.
But it's still on most of those things.
No, it's not.
It's on DirecTV.
It's not on YouTube TV.
It's not on YouTube TV. That's correct.
So, and you look at it, and then now they put it on the Bally's app, right?
Yeah.
You got to have Bally's. The Bally's app is trash. It crashes all the time.
But last year was the same thing. Why is it down from last year if that was the case?
Because not only last year, Cavs had some excitement. They got Donovan Mitchell in the beginning of the year. They had a really good year. Then they got smoked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then this year starts, and the Bally's app is horrible. You're like, man, like there's no bells and whistles to it. Bally's ends up folding and closing. There's games where I tried to watch it. I purchased the Bally's app, right? Can't even open it. Wouldn't even open it.
That's
like
ridiculous.
It's crazy, and I'm like, people like it just seems like an empty app where they put no infrastructure into it. There's no IT. And like, you know, I bet you the Guardian stuff is down too.
Man,
What do you got, Earl?
How I see it, I look at it like this. In everyday households, the cost of living is going up. Meanwhile, like the money that's coming into your household is not meeting where the cost of living is. And so families are prioritizing and budgeting on what's important. Bally's is trash. You got to pay to watch your team locally.
But you've had to pay forever.
But I'm getting to a point. That's BS. So I think it's down because, like how you said you had to pay forever, but the world is changing, man. Things cost a lot of money, like just to survive, make it every day, feed your family, get back and forth to work. Like, people not finna spend that extra $10, $12, $13 a month on Bally's, no matter how much they might want to watch the Cavs. Boy, when I grew up, I didn't have cable. As a matter of fact, we didn't have cable in my household until I was like 15, 16 years old. It was other things that was more important. The Cavs struck a deal to return to WUAB for 5 games this season. And that's where the Cavs used to play at all the time.
I'll be curious if those games have better ratings.
I honestly believe that the Cavs should be able to be viewed on local television all the time, right? I do. I think all their games should be on like 19 Action News, which is the new WUAB. That's where all their games should be at.
Or
it is
really
unfair.
Or even better, be on WKYC,
Like,
baby!
I just think it's unfair for this team to be this damn good,
Yeah.
and the fans can't even engage in it and take part in the excitement because they possibly can't afford to do so.
Now, obviously, the affordability of having a cable package or a satellite package or just the Bally's app is a factor. I don't know. I don't necessarily buy that. I don't see why that's a factor compared to last year. In fact, inflation is down. Prices on a lot of things are coming down. The economy, contrary to nonsense put out there, is better than it's been in a while.
Can I throw this to you? Because I just thought about this.
Yeah.
So here's how they get you.
Yeah.
Before, you used to be able to watch all the local teams, right? They
Right.
make you choose now. So we talked about it before the season started. DirecTV didn't have the Browns.
Right.
So it forces you to pay the $100.
Well, it didn't have the Sunday ticket.
Didn't have
Yeah.
right. So the Browns are blacked out, so you
Yeah.
had to pay the $100 for YouTube TV. Now YouTube TV doesn't have the Cavs.
Right. Now
so
that,
are you gonna pay DirecTV?
That is the biggest thing. Now you could watch the Browns on DirecTV.
Yes.
Not at a market.
Yes.
But you could watch them in Cleveland because you have the networks. I think that's the biggest thing. I think there are a lot of people in Cleveland and all over the country that switched from DirecTV or cable to YouTube TV when the football season started. Because even if you're just a Browns fan, a lot of football fans like to watch other games. You wanted the Sunday ticket. So I was one of these people. I had DirecTV forever, and I switched to YouTube TV in September because I wanted to be able to watch the Sunday ticket. And I think, like me, a lot of people at the beginning of the season were like, well, the Cavs were exciting last year. They let us down, so I'm not going to watch them this year. We'll see you later in the year, or I'll watch them if they're on ESPN or NBA TV. And I was one of those people. Early in the season, I wasn't watching the Cavs. And now I've been finding ways to watch the Cavs, whatever. And they've been on national TV a little bit lately. But when I come back from my vacation, I'm going to get direct. I just canceled my YouTube TV.
Right.
I'm going to get DirecTV again because I want to watch the Cavs, and obviously I want to watch the Guardians.
I legit don't think there's no wrong answer here, right?
Because it's a combination of things.
It's a combination of things because to like what Bull alluded to, right? Let's say you're a person who just checked out, didn't have no faith, but now you are excited and you do want to watch, but you can't afford to.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so now you still can't watch, right? And so I just think, to me, and I could be wrong. From where I stand, I think the economy plays a large part.
But the economy's in good shape right now.
I mean, you might say that
Unemployment-
overall. I'm
Listen,
just being honest. Like, I'm just being honest with what I see. I can only go off of what I see.
Is it any different than last year or the year before?
Here's
It's
why.
getting worse, man.
So the economy,
Unemployment is at its lowest rate in years.
I think. See, here's the
Getting
thing.
worse.
I think unemployment is the difference between being unemployed and underemployed.
Fair.
When you're underemployed and you got to work 2 jobs to make what you should at one, it's tough.
But listen, the economy has had its issues since the pandemic. It's been an issue. Obviously, but prices have gone up on all these cable packages. And you used to cut the cord to save money, and now you're not really saving money. So yes, I think that's a factor, and I definitely think that's a factor. I think that's a factor. Certainly, the switch to YouTube TV is a factor because you can't watch Bally's on YouTube TV, and the fact that the team felt like they sucker punched us last year, I think early in the season had people less interested. I would guess that the last month, the Cavs' ratings have been better than the previous month, and they'll be better in the last 29 games.
The way I had to do it was I had for the longest time the DirecTV stream, right? And for the longest time I had it, and then one day we was a preseason game or something, and they was like, yeah, the Browns game ain't on TV. And I was like, oh, that's unacceptable. Like, bye. So, I paid the cable and the sports package, you know what I'm saying, so for my dad. Like, they're on a fixed income. Like, he's not about to spend $300 a month on just watching games. That's all the heck he want to do. He retired. Yeah. So, it's $19.99 for the Bally's package, right? So you pay that to watch the Cavs game. YouTube TV is probably like $89, and that's just a regular package. That
does not include the Guardians.
That don't
and
include
the
the
Cavs.
Guardians.
The minimum you could spend for like Fubo or DirecTV Stream to get the Cavs and Guardians is like about $100.
It's
That's about
100
the minimum.
in there. So and then I'm doing what you're doing now. You actually have to be active. You can't just sign up for something and just take it.
Right.
You got to right now. There's a lot of people who say they don't want baseball, but the Bally's app gives you more bang for your buck because for $19.99. Think about how many Guardians games you can watch.
I don't know that you can watch the Guardians on the Bally's app, believe it or not.
I did last year.
You did?
Yeah,
I did
last year I got the Bally's app and I was able to watch it. But
The Bally's app sucks.
it's all you
It's
got.
the worst.
I also got T-Mobile, and then
Yeah.
T-Mobile does these like T-Mobile Perks, T-Mobile Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And I know last year they gave away a free year of MLB TV.
They've been doing that for a long
And
time.
typically, like the local games are blacked out, but the Guardians games were not
they
blacked
weren't?
out.
And by the way, I just now thought of something too.
Yeah.
And this I like these good conversations about economics and stuff. Yeah. Here's the thing. YouTube TV, okay, you ain't got it, but YouTube has the best thing in the world. You can watch a 10-minute recap of Major League Baseball games or a 12-minute recap of basketball games completely free. And you're not missing nothing really much. So a lot of people are going on and say, okay, well, let me just check the recap.
Yeah.
They give you the big plays, the major plays. They give you the crunch time plays, plus they cut out all the other garbage.
MLB needs to have, there's an MLB extra innings package, but usually the local team is blacked out when I've gotten it through DirecTV. You're saying through T-Mobile it wasn't?
Last year.
I was thinking about switching to T-Mobile just to get that package.
Man, forget
free.
that. It's the 10 to 15 cent off the gas. I get the gas perks every Tuesday.
I've had Verizon
But
since the beginning. I'm afraid to switch.
I try not to. I'm an emotional dude, right? And so a
No.
lot of my takes come from off that.
Emotional?
But it'd be like, man, I get the whole dollars and cents when it comes to TV deals
Yeah.
and things like that. I don't know what the Cavs TV deal look like next year, but whatever TV deal that they strike up, they need to have something in place to where Cavs fans locally in Cleveland, Northeast Ohio can watch every single Cavs game on local TV.
You know what the thing is?
This shouldn't be a thing.
Some teams have started doing that.
Yeah, this shouldn't be a
The
thing.
Phoenix Suns
Yeah.
are trailblazers in that category. When Matt Ishbia bought the team,
Yeah.
he said, I want everyone to be able to watch the product. So I don't know exactly, and excuse me, this is not 100% word for word how he did it, but I believe he bought a bunch of over the antenna 11.1 channels, and the Suns games are broadcast just over. If you have an antenna,
So he has his own channel?
but it's just for the Suns. It's they were able to make the Suns games available to anyone who wanted to watch without having to pay for an app or without having to have an NBA TV.
I would think that, and I don't know enough about this, but I would think that if they said, hey, we're going to put the Cavs on whether it's us here at Channel 3 or Channel 5 or 8 or 19, that you could charge more to advertise on those games because more people will watch.
I never understood. This is where we need Jay Crawford for. I never understood if you're a billionaire and you control this team and the messaging, why would you not have your own channel?
Yeah.
And charge for just advertising,
Right.
Because you give the product away for free,
right? Some teams do.
It
doesn't always work. The Cubs started, the Yankees have had their own channel for a while. The Cubs started their own channel the pandemic year, and I don't think they're making a ton of money on it. Plus, believe it or not, I can't get the Cubs channel in Cleveland. Why would you not have it that I couldn't get it?
But I never understood why everybody here we always got the Braves games
right on TBS
and
the Cubs on
and
WGN.
the Cubs. So I was confused. To me, there was games where we couldn't if we wasn't watching something. That's why everybody knew what the Braves was like. Everybody knew the Braves roster. Yeah. I'm like, why is the Braves and the Hawks on all the dogs?
Yeah, right.
So I mentioned the Suns.
Yeah.
So this is the timeline. So Matt Ishbia bought the team.
Yeah.
They were being broadcast through Diamond Sports Group, which is part of Bally's.
Yeah.
Matt Ishbia said, no, not doing that. Cut ties with them. Fired them. They're now broadcasting 70 of their 82 games on Gray TV, which is their local affiliate.
That's awesome.
And here's the better part. The Suns had a link on their website that Arizona residents could click, and the Suns would ship them a free digital antenna to their house.
Wow.
To get the game.
That's amazing.
So it was broadcast via bunny ears, but you could get said bunny ears if you didn't have it.
That's a
through
great
the
owner.
Suns.
That's a great owner taking care of his fans. Now,
and it's
he's
also
probably making money in the long run, but who cares? If he's taking care of the fans, we don't care if you're making money.
You know, it's so crazy, Bull. Like, I just don't maybe it's progressives, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the mindset. If you have $4 billion, why are you still talking about making millions? You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, you don't need to make money on everything. Like, regular people, we go to work, they give us a check, and we keep coming back to work. Why is it that you got to make money hand over fist on every transaction?
I don't know. I can't get into the mind of a billionaire. It seems like just greed to me. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to have the majority of Cavs games. Because, you're right. When I was a kid, I watched the Mets and the Yankees on free TV. It was Channel 9 and Channel 11. I would watch the games. You never have to pay for it. And now you got to pay for everything. And that's the way of the world and unfortunately the case. And there are people that can't afford it, and that sucks.
Did that? Well, I'll ask you about baseball. Didn't that hurt? Do you believe that hurt the national, passion for the game? Like, when I grew up, there was multiple teams that were on all the time. I didn't pay for those channels, right? And now, like you said, we haven't even started talking about Peacock and Amazon.
Right. Well, and that's the thing with football. At least you can watch your home team if you live in market for free.
Yes, you get it, for the most part.
I mean, most people have at least some level of basic cable, but you can watch it for free. Anyway, go ahead, Mike.
No, I just wanted to put a little bow on that and get ready to talk a little Guardians because they're still on the Bally's app, and I guess you can watch through the Bally's app, or you can't watch Guardians games through the Bally's app.
Real quick, you couldn't, but Earl says you can.
No, real quick, I remember, like I said, I ain't have cable, so I used to watch the Cast on WUAB all the time. And Mike Fratello was the head coach, and he used to do his little segment. And you would see Jeff Phelps sitting up there doing the whole Cast pregame show. Like,
no more Jeff. I think that's why the ratings are down too. Jeff's not on there.
And
we all miss Fred McLeod, who passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was tough.
Anyway, go ahead, Mike.
I will